TRO Fengji lamented the studio's inexperience in optimizing the action RPG hit title for Microsoft entry tier Xbox Series S console. Reflecting on the award in a post on Weibo, Debo, G, I guess is how he said, explained the hurdles preventing an Xbox release, saying the only thing missing is the Xbox robe. It seems a bit wrong, but that's 10 GB, gigabyte, whatever, of shared memory, and that's not much to go on actually for a modern game. It's really impossible to get without several years of optimization experience. The real problem comes in as everything's made in Unreal Engine now, or virtually everything. Blackmyth Wukong struggles with optimization across all platforms, hence what I was just saying. On the PS5 side, those who still haven't played it can expect frequent frame drops and stuttering and more, while the PC version of the game has a high specification demand, and even with matching high performance hardware, isn't foolproof way to play the game without glitches. Game Science isn't the only studio that struggles to bring its titles to Microsoft. I guess they mean PC or no, Xbox, probably Xbox. Even veteran studios have struggled with cross platform optimization. Titles like Baldur's Gate 3 from Larian had to cut some content, including co op mode. I know they have it on other platforms, but anyway. While it is easy to put blame solely on Xbox S hardware limitations, Unreal Engine is a huge factor here. The engine's push for photorealistic visuals comes with a performance trade off. Yes, Unreal Engine can do photorealism, but I don't think these games are utilizing it, because if you look at the Unreal Engine tech demos, you'll see it there. Like, great photorealism. For that matter, these mods come in, people who mod the games. You look at their mods and they like, it blows away the original game. And they're like, if they can do it, makes you think, right?
Yeah.
Yes, UE4 was a godsend for fewer labor costs. Most my freelancing said UE4. I will say fuck UE5. It sucks. Nice idea, but man, does it glitch out graphically, and some features are like, what the fuck? And he's right on that. Myself, I don't like any engine. Any engine that all the game companies go, this is the one that's out there, and it makes it the easiest. It cuts our labor. You're going to inherit all the bugs. You're stifling innovation. You're stifling alternatives. When everybody's so heavily dependent on Unreal Engine, it's eventually going to crash on you. You know, the whole thing. Their costs are going to go up. It's going to get requiring more hardware. It's they could pull a Unity on people and be like, we're charging you for all your playtime you've had on it previously, which was ridiculous, but they attempted to pull that once. Unity did. When everybody's dependent on Unreal Engine, the company, they will become a tyrant. It never fails.
Well, I think that the more they push it, it's just throwing people that may come up with a better engine out of the way. It's like you said, they'll be a tyrant. And I'm
Well,
sure there's better ways to do this
that's the
stuff.
thing. Everybody's like, well, when a better one comes out, better things don't come out until they get users. Kind of like all these people going, I won't use Linux because it doesn't support blah, 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 blah. You know why it doesn't support all this? Because you don't support it. The more users, the more companies will be like, hey, maybe we should start supporting it. Because it's not the operating system that can't do it. It's the companies that not supporting that operating system. Just like, a game engine. You have to support the little shitty ones before they'll ever become a usable replacement for something like Unreal Engine.
Well, I mean, I miss the days when everything in games was hand created, not
Well, yeah.
using all these the
This was
Unreal.
before polygons. You're talking about when they would animate each frame. Some cases they would scan the pages in, and when in other cases they'd use a something akin to a tablet, a light pen, I forget what they call them, those pads they draw on. Yeah, and yeah, I miss those days too. I people might think I'm nuts for this, but I think polygons really killed the industry. These younger people especially can't imagine a world without polygonal games. But imagine if where they went next if they didn't depend on polygons. The
Well,
possibilities. Oh, here's what I mean. Once they said, "Oh, these polygons, we can shape them and they look real enough, and we can start using them for everything." It's the only thing that gets used, just like Unreal Engine. So that means everything becomes that kills innovation. That's why we will never have a new type of game. I mean, like on really new, unique technology.
well, I think that Unreal Engine has so many tools that just take the artist's creativity out of the picture because you can't feel what you're doing. And that's the
Okay,
thing.
here, Levistro. Speaking of Construct 2 and RPG Maker, I'm familiar with RPG Maker, but it itself is an engine. I think more what me and Elijah are speaking of is when it's handcrafted, their own engine. So there's not compatibility issues. Yeah, you would want to make the engine future proof to where if anybody wanted to use it again, they could. I mean, to me, I'd make things open source, that, but that's just me. I'm a big open source advocate, but I understand a lot of companies be like, we can't do that. We won't make money, but you will make a better product for the future that can always be used, and it can be forked, and other people can invent other things too. There's no lock in. Many games built on Unreal Engine 5 come with optimization problems, including the latest Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Jedi Survivor, Stalker 2, and even Capcom's Dragon Dogma 2, among other titles. I am not a good, I don't know, public reader, I guess you say. Then I read it myself. I read it perfectly fine. When I speak it, I'm tripping all over the place.
Well, I don't know. I think you do
Mm.
fairly well on it.
Uh, Listro says their Unreal Engine is open source. Their app is literally on their website. Huh. I didn't know that. If it is open source, I doubt it fully is, uh, or it would likely been forked. But I don't know. It could be. I don't know. I mean, it's something I'd have to read more into.
I mean, I haven't played it, but I saw the Blackmyth Wukong game being played, and I thought that game was wonderfully done. It seemed like the mechanics were good and the art was good. It was just an all around good game to play.